The Skin I Live In. This is what, Pedro's 19th film? I mean, how many films have you done with him?
This is my 6th with him. Yeah.
Beautifully twisted film, and where does this come from in his head? And it so surprises you, and you play such a great character that just sneaks up, so well paced and contained, and it just kind of in the end you're like, as it reveals, it's a great performance. How is it your 6th time with him? Is it a call you always want to get?
It was thank God, very difficult, because that's the way to work with Almodovar is just not just to go the easy path. He always thought that comfortability is not a good friend of art. He just prefers just to take all the bag that you are bringing with your tricks that you've been putting together during all your career, and just throw that out of the window. And start from the beginning, start from zero, and start walking in the territories where he thinks creation is.
And this film in particular is, you are it's very austere, and it doesn't have that kind of flash immediately at all. I mean, and also that house, it's like its own character.
Yeah, well, he from the beginning of the rehearsal, he just said to me, we're going to work in a different way than we used to, in terms of what we want to do with the character. I didn't call you because I want you to reproduce something that we were doing in the 80s, but actually quite the opposite. So he asked me for a lot of economy, to do a character that's very laid back, almost, transparent, to become almost a vase, a white screen in which the people actually can paint their own fears. Because he said to me, if we describe him totally, he will have certain rules, and once the people know the rules of the character, he's gone. He's not so threatening. But if the character is not totally described, it will play a game in the mind of the people, not knowing actually, they will never know what is the next step that he's going to take. And that's the path that we did, and also because we
were
very
successful.
He plays good.
Plays very well.
He's actually, and he, again, I have to go back to Spain and to my friend Pedro Almodovar to just realize that there is a note in my acting that I didn't even know I had, and it's an interesting way, a new path for me to understand acting and to go there in the years to come. I can explore. Definitely.
Right. And it really is his most, I think, for me, thought-provoking and like kind of alarming. Wow. Because he takes you build to it, and you're not prepared for it, and then you're in it, and you're like, what's happening?
It's actually probably one of the most, the toughest and the most prominent U-turn movies that I have seen in my life, that I have read also. Last night, actually, when I was watching the movie with an audience, they were having actually the same reactions that I had when I read the script for the first time, which is the only time that actually you are a spectator of your own work. Once you just read the script, you become contaminated and intoxicated by it because you know that you want to work on that. But yeah, definitely Almodovar make an exploration on power, on identity, in a very strong way. And what is going to be surprising for the audience is the way that he tells the story and how much he can catch you from the. It's almost like a stab in the back, because you establish yourself in terms of morality in the movie in one way, and then he completely changes the whole entire situation, and what it seems was going in a way is absolutely the opposite. And there are many different layers in the movie, because nothing is black and nothing is white. And you may feel even that you are feeling sympathy for the villain.
I was. And that's as an audience member, you're kind of like, wait, you have to.
You're not supposed to.
And you don't have time to readjust your thinking. That's where he gets you. You don't have time to think, readjust. Like, wait a minute, I can't. Oh, wait. It is, and it is all about identity and what. It's just a great film, and it's great to see you in it. And like I said, I can't say it enough. Brilliant performance by you. So.
Thank you.
I was really happy and really pleased to meet you.
Same here.
Okay.